Happy Halloween. Today's video is a little special. We're doing 3 October picks. In my 2018 catch-up video, I said I was looking forward to Venom, Predator, and Halloween. And today we're going to talk about those. I'm checking my facts right now. It looks like Predator came out in September, but I'm over it. But we're not stopping there. We are going to review a few other things today. We are going to look at 2 different kinds of pumpkin ale, 2 Halloween-esque wines, and 2 different store-brand pumpkin O cereal. So let's start off with some beer. We have our Elysian Dark Knife. Probably going to be pretty intense by the looks of it. Not as strong and bold as I expected, actually pretty light. Tastes pretty good though, pretty good pumpkin flavors. I don't know, it's okay so far. Alright, let's start off with Predator. This is the one I'm looking forward to the most of all 3.
Tell me about the mission. Did you see anything unusual?
It's above our pay grade.
Predator is probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I'm not even going to review this as a movie, because it's not. This movie was a mentality, a horrible mentality of how to never ever make a movie. It was a total Hollywood script churn-out disaster. They actually had swag for this movie at the theater. Now I've been burned many times before with the other Star Wars movies, swag-wise. I bought the cups, I bought the popcorn bins, but this was different. They actually had this Predator swag for free. They had Predator beer cozy, which actually not too bad. They had a Predator cup holder, not too bad. But this one really blew my mind. They had Predator napkins. I actually took a ton of them. I don't know why. Even after the movie was over and I already knew I hated it, I just grabbed more. Every time I passed by the lobby, I would just like stuff a bunch more in my pockets.
I think you know what is on the ship. The ultimate predators.
But yeah, this movie was one of the most insulting things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I guess it wasn't the worst thing ever. It had almost everything I was looking for, except for plot, character development, pacing, tension, good humor, and a reasonable ending. In fact, there never was really any real defining difference between each scene. Everything just happened, and the next thing happened, and the next thing happened. There's just one long fluid, just like a bunch of occurrences that all came one after another. It was like constant dialogue. There was never a moment where people were just quiet and letting the scene happen. And I was kind of excited because I had Boyd Holbrook from Logan, so I figured I'd at least have some good talent. Here's the thing, this movie was made by Shane Black. Shane Black was in the original Predator. Shane, you should have known better. You shared the screen with Arnold Schwarzenegger. You owed this movie way more. I don't have a whole lot more to say about this. Honestly, I don't think really a lot of people saw it. I absolutely love Predator. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. And this movie was a massive letdown. Again, I could barely call this thing a movie. I don't know what the hell this was. Predator-terrible. Don't see this movie. Predator. Alright, I am too sober. Wine time! So this is Handsome Devil, a sinful red blend. Not really Halloween, but it said devil, so I thought it would work. Oh, very nice. Very oaky, very nice cherry finish. I'm just kidding, I don't know anything about wine. Now we're gonna move on to something a little more odd. We're gonna talk about Venom.
What do you want from me? You'll find out. I'm so sorry.
Venom, I was really looking forward to actually. After seeing Predator, I had grave fears about Venom. You know, the trailer looked kind of iffy. I wasn't sure if I really liked how slimy Venom looked. It seemed like a rushed job. I got filmed really early, it was less than a year I think between the principal photography and the release date. You know, I was concerned about it, being PG-13. Not that it has to be bloody to be good, but I wanted to make a movie that really meant it. Logan was rated R, it wasn't just because it was bloody, it was because it was trying to talk to an adult audience.
The way I see it, we can do whatever we want.
I think I'm gonna compare this to like Little Caesar's Pizza. It's my favorite pizza in the world. Little Caesar's Pizza is cheap, but it's so good. Yeah, it's not the highest quality kind of pizza you could have, for sure. Now, this is kind of how I viewed Venom. I can acknowledge it wasn't like a good movie, but it was it was fun. I found myself having a ton of fun in this movie. I put this above Ant-Man 2, which was fun, but kind of like bland and empty. I really liked the dynamic between Eddie Brock and Venom, at least the first half of their relationship. Here's my take on villains. The less you say, the more frightened of you I will be. At first Venom was very confident, very calm, very serious, and he just knew how to handle everything. And I loved his like deep, dark voice in Eddie's mind. He was very sinister, and it was very cool. But then things kind of took a turn halfway through the movie. It started to become like a fun, like buddy film where they have their goofy quips. Venom's making jokes. And that's okay to see them getting along, but like the whole like Venom taking control of Eddie's life element started going away and started becoming like more like a positive thing that Venom is there. This movie is just like a total guilty pleasure. I think it was a bad movie, but I really enjoyed it and I had a lot of fun with it. Alright, these pumpkin O's, they say signature select, so I think it's Safeway, I don't remember. I'm genuinely liking this, man. It's pretty good. Fantastic crunch. Actually, really strong pumpkin flavor. Feels like I'm eating a pumpkin pie. I would totally eat this for breakfast, dude. This is good. Look at this color. I wish it was a little like, I don't know. I gotta respect this. This isn't like a candy orange. This isn't like a Lucky Charms, like gross, like sugar orange. It's pretty good. I forgot. I haven't rated anything I've talked about today yet. The Elysian beer, I would give 6 out of 10 jack-o'-lanterns. Handsome Devil, you know what? Pretty good. 7 jack-o'-lanterns out of 10. I would give Predator 2 jack-o'-lanterns out of 10. 1 for each cool Predator action sequence we had. Because there were a couple where he killed some guys and it looked really tight. Those are the only good parts of the movie. And the cereal, man, I gotta say. And the cereal and Venom are tied at an 8 jack-o'-lanterns out of 10. Alright, since I don't want this video to be 10 hours long, I'm gonna try to cram in these other food items real fast and we can start talking about Halloween. How's that sound? Alright, next we have Pumpkin Harvest by Half Moon Bay Brewing Company. I'm totally not sponsored by any of these products, by the way. Believe me, if I was sponsored, I don't think I'd be filming right in front of my closet door, you know what I'm saying? Oh man. Very oaky with a nice cherry finish. I'm liking this better than the Elysian so far. A little more of a bolder taste I'm looking for in pumpkin ale. Definitely makes you feel like it's autumn. I love autumn, I love fall. This definitely makes you feel like it's Halloween, which is all I've ever wanted in a beer, you know what I'm talking about? This is starting to mean less and less as I say it, but this also gets 8 jack-o'-lanterns out of 10. Alright, this is the Walking Dead Blood Red Blend. Oh, that's pretty good. Red blends tend to be my favorite. This is like full of flavor. This is very strong but not very sharp. I don't really like it when it's sharp. This is great. I really like this a lot. I would totally serve this with a nice steak dinner, steak and potatoes perhaps. And I would definitely, that's again, hopefully it's not seasonal. Alright, let's talk about Halloween, the movie. This one was pretty good. probably the classiest of all three of the movies, man. They took themselves very seriously in the best way possible.
He's waited for this night. He's waited for me.
I only have one real complaint. One real big complaint is they showed Michael Myers' face way too much. You know, they show him with like a white beard. They show him balding and everything. Like, it kind of made me fear him a lot less. You know, one of the biggest compliments I want to give this movie, though, is the soundtrack. Which is not the point of the movie, but man, did it do great. You know, they re-recorded the theme. It sounded big and triumphant and really nice. They had a few different iterations throughout the movie that kind of fit the tone of what the scene was looking for.
You don't believe in the boogeyman? He's here! Michael! You should.
Compared to the Rob Zombie one, actually, this was a little bit like too tame and boring. This was classy, this was tasteful, this was mature, and it told, I can't really say it told a good story though. Now it's the nature of the subject matter that, you know, Michael Myers just goes and kills people. What else do you really want to know? But at the same time, I kind of left the theater saying, what was the point? Like, what was the point of what we're supposed to walk away with, you know? And it's kind of funny that this movie, like, this completely discounts all the previous reboots and sequels that it had. I don't know. I get it. I get that they were like, look, all these other were kind of trash. We want to make like a serious movie. But I feel like you're kind of breaking the fourth wall, and you're kind of making the audience very aware they're watching a movie. If you're saying, hey, the previous movies don't count, then you're also saying, hey, this is a movie. And you're also saying, hey, there's no rules to anything that happens. For all you know, 10 years down the line, we could discount this one. And this one doesn't count. So I don't know. Let's take a cereal break. It's a close tie. It's a close neck-and-neck race between which one of these has more flavor. I can't super remember how much flavor that one had, but by now it's probably soggy. I really don't want to take a bite of that soggy cereal. This is good though. This is good. Trader Joe's doesn't play around with flavor. We're like, pumpkin, oh my god, this is good. Well, I'm going to diminish this rating even more. Pumpkin O's from Trader Joe's. 8 out of 10 jack-o'-lanterns. Walking Dead wine. 8 out of 10 jack-o'-lanterns. And the pumpkin ale, the second one, it's got the 8 out of 10 jack-o'-lanterns, I think. Right now, the neighbor directly across from me is coming out of her place, and she's looked right into my window and looked right at me. She's seen all the weird things happening here, though, so I'm not too worried. And there's another neighbor. Halloween. Very close call. It needed just a little more of a point, and it needed to be, I want to say it needed to be a little more extreme. So 7 out of 10 jack-o'-lanterns, and I couldn't quite get that cut at 8. Well, friends, like I said, I didn't want this video to be, 100 years long, so I didn't really dig into these films nearly as much as I wanted to. This definitely isn't a video that you would show a film class. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree with what I had to say. Let me know what you thought of these films. Guys, I've got to be honest, there's no movies I'm looking forward to. Like these 3 movies were surprising me that I was even looking forward to them, you know? So let me know. Let me know if there's a movie that you're looking forward to, or one that looks interesting that I should keep my eyes open for and take a look at. Anyway, guys, happy Halloween. I don't know how I'm going to finish all 4 of these bottles, but I'm going to make it happen somehow. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.